Hey guys, thank you for visiting my channel. I wanted to come on here to give you a first impression of a pro makeup bag that I bought from this company, which I believe is pronounced Rowneyon. So just quickly give you a look. This is the bag that I will speak on today. Just to give you a quick information of the details of the features of this particular bag. I brought this bag in large, and the large is dimensions are 16 by 11 by 4. It can hold up to about 3.5 pounds. It is one case and 11 removable dividers. So the reason why I purchased this bag is that recently I was contacted by a client who requested to have their makeup done for a special event. And typically when I go, at the moment when I go on a job, I have these bags, this this is actually a luggage case from Samsonite that I use as a makeup bag. I have this bag and this bag from Ricky's in New York. So typically, depending on what the job is, I would take this bag, I would organize the makeup that I'm bringing in these Ziploc bags, I would say, that I purchased from Makeup Designery. And depending on a situation, I might bring this bag as well, or this bag. The downside from using these bags is that when you're on site doing a job, is that I'm required to set up, and sometimes you're not quite sure of the workstation that you may have. You may have a table, you may not have a table, so you have to improvise with the space that you have. Also, I also wanted to do better at reducing the amount of products that I take to a job. So if I know the skin tone of the client and what they want or the types of look that they're going for, you know, I don't have to bring everything in the kitchen sink. So with that, I wanted just to bring an item that, you know, is easy to carry, and if there was something I needed to do afterwards, let's say I want to get something to eat, or I want to go to a lounge, or something that was practicable for me to bring without, you know, finding storage space or putting it in coat check or something. So I did a quick search on Amazon, and I came across this particular, one of the first items that came on their list was this bag at another company. But I went with this company because out of the large, they had the largest size in bags. So I knew that for certain that it wouldn't be an issue of storage space with products. So another thing that got to me was the design. As I stated, I didn't want a typical makeup bag as you see here, this plastic one you see, which is good because you see through it. So let's say you go to a fashion show, the security can see what's in the bag because it's see-through. But if I'm just going to one client or two clients, and I don't want everyone on the train to see what I have in there, this would be a better choice for me. Also, since it has the appearance of a regular luggage and a purse, if I do go to eat afterwards, like a bar or anything, it's, you know, it's not as obvious with this bag over here, and it's way more convenient than taking this rolling bag. So let's speak about the features. So if you see here, there's an area on the back where you can store your brushes and your utensils, such as the pencils, eye pencils, lip pencils, what have you. And there's a pocket behind it for extra storage. Now, for my situation, I used it to store tissues, and I believe I have lashes in there and some other items. But on the Amazon page, and I noticed with some of the people on their reviews, they use it to store their laptops and tablets. But you could use it how you see fit. And as you know, I went over the dimensions. So this area here where you organize your makeup is about 4.5 to 5 inches deep. and since it is wide, 16 inches wide and 11, so almost 12 inches long, you have quite a bit of a space to organize your makeup. Now they stated it can hold up to 3.5 pounds, but I wouldn't push it to the limit. I'll probably make sure that you put at least about 2 pounds or so, because you don't want the zipper to break. And since it does comes with removable dividers, you could organize your makeup the way you see fit. Like here I have all my foundations and concealers, I have my powder area, I have my like eyeshadow blushes in this area, I put areas to put my makeup wipes, I have lipstick sticks area, so you can organize the way you want it. There are different sizes, so let's say if you're not a makeup artist, you're just a makeup enthusiast, or you just or you just wear makeup but you want to have a bag where you can organize your makeup and not carry a small Ziploc bag like I have done in the past. So there's a medium size and there is a smaller size as well, where you can use the bag for your own personal reasons. Now, as I stated, since these dividers are removable, you can remove it and you can use this bag as a regular luggage or as a carry-on luggage for traveling. So it doesn't have to necessarily just use it for makeup. You can use it for other things as well. Let's say you are a carpenter, or you're working IT and you fix products, so you don't have to just use makeup. You can use this particular bag for other items as well, for your crafting, for your sewing. If you are a designer, you can use it to put all your items that you'll need to bring with you for creating clothes or what have you. And another item that I really liked is that since there is these straps that are part of the luggage, it keeps the brush area up, so this essentially becomes your workstation. So I can just prop this up on a windowsill or on a chair, and I have an automatic workstation. I may, for the client that I did earlier, I needed a small table, but that was just to organize, to lay out the foundations and concealers, as well as the face prep area. I didn't have to remove any of my brushes because it's already set up. I didn't have to remove any of my powders because it's already there. I didn't have to remove I just take out this powder puff, even my eyeshadow and blush area. I kept it here in this workstation, and it ended up reducing my setup and cleanup time because everything was in one area. I didn't have to look for everything either, because normally when you do take out everything, even though you organize it to make it look neat, it winds up getting messy all over again, and you wind up looking for items. With this particular case, everything is in one area, so no matter how busy you get, everything stays organized, so you can find everything, and when you need to clean up, there's not that much to clean up because everything's already in its place. And also with let's say for your brushes, for me, to separate my dirty brushes versus my cleaning brushes, I just reorganize my brushes. So everything to the left of me is my dirty brushes, and I know I have to clean it and disinfect it, and everything to the right are the clean, like here are the clean brushes. As you can see, it's only 3 are clean brushes. As far as if there's any dirt, or let's say you got foundation or whatever that's on it, it's waterproof. All you need is a makeup wipe or a damp cloth to wipe up any products that may go on the inside the luggage. So it's pretty easy to clean as well. So far, before I end this video, there are some negatives about this bag that I did not like. The dividers itself is kind of hard to put in, and it's kind of hard to put in. There were times like yesterday evening when I was organizing, there were times when the dividers would get loose, would get loose. For instance, I had an extra divider, if you see here, I had it separated to separate my sponges from my scissors and eyelash curler. But for some reason, it when I opened the bag this morning, it was this divider was loose, so I wound up creating this area a little bit bigger. So that was one of the items I did not like about that, is that sometimes these dividers are not as stable, but you can make it work. The second item is what I stated earlier, is not to overpack, because the zippers itself can, your risk of breaking the zippers, and sometimes it gets fidgety, like it could get stuck a little bit at times. So I'll just be very careful of how much items that you stuff in this bag. The other downside that I liked about another product that was being sold by a separate company is that it didn't contain additional straps, meaning that if, let's say, it's only, I'm going to close it, there's only one strap here just to carry it, So I was hoping that it had an additional strap that I can use it as a crossbody or as a backpack. Because sometimes you just don't feel like holding it in your hands, so I just want to carry it on your back or carry it on your shoulders. And if it had a extra strap that I can use as a crossbody bag or a backpack, that would have been great. So far, my first impressions about this particular product is probably say a 7.5. And the only reason why is because of the negatives that I just pointed out. The dividers are sometimes not sturdy. The zipper itself has a high risk of breaking. Because this morning when when I walked out the door, I noticed that the zipper didn't zip up correctly, or it had I guess you could say like a hole right here. And I had to, hurry up and unzip the bag and see what was causing it to do it, and then re-zip it, and then it worked. And the last item is that if it had an additional area to clip on additional straps to make it a cross-body bag or where you can make a makeshift backpack to make it easier just to give you another option if you didn't want to carry the bag using the handle. All right, so if you want more details about this bag, I'll have more information and link to it on the description box. Let me know what you think about it below, if you have this bag yourself, or if you know of another company and that has just to give you an idea, I bought this bag for about, I think it was $34.99, so it was affordable. No, it wasn't $34.99. I think it was actually $49. It was either 34 or 49. It was under $50. I'll have the price in the description box. So if you know of a comparable competitor who has the same type of product for a lower price, please comment below. But otherwise, this is what I think about the Rowneyon Pro makeup bag. I do like it. I'm going to keep it, and that's all. Thanks, guys.